Hello and welcome, fellow digital soldiers, to True Reporting. It is the 1st of August, and on today's podcast, we will be covering memes to catch us up with what's been going on in the news lately. Also, coming from the Daily Mail, we see here backlash at barefoot Prince Harry and hypocrite Greenerati, Echo Warrior Elite, who, and get this, turned up at a secret climate change Google camp in 114 private jets, helicopters, and mega yachts are mocked for leaving their own carbon footprint. A climate change Google camp, and they're all showing up at the same time? Sounds like somebody's worried. But before we get into today's podcast, my friends, will you please welcome my sponsor, Virtual Shield VPN. Hi friends, Thomas here from True Reporting. I wanted to tell you about my sponsor, Virtual Shield VPN. Right now, for the month of August, Virtual Shield is giving away a back-to-school celebration discount of 20%. A VPN helps hide your IP address for people going back to school. You don't want your stuff to get hacked and all your information stolen. So I suggest going to virtualshield.com/TRU to get a 20% discount. You won't regret it. Thanks, guys. All right, guys, it's good to have you aboard. Let's go ahead and hop into it. This is True Reporting. So let's get into this secret climate change Google camp. Just notice the key words, by the way. Prince Harry is understood to have given a passionate barefoot speech at the secretive Sicily climate event. Buckingham Palace has today refused to say whether the Duke of Sussex traveled to Italy on a private jet. The mega yacht Rising Sun dropped A-list celebrities Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom off at the climate event. Some 114 planes were set to land at Palermo for the elite gathering, which has faced claims of hypocrisy. A host of A-list celebrities faced an angry backlash today after they traveled. A host of A-list celebrities faced an angry backlash today after they traveled to a climate change conference in Italy in a fleet of supercars, expensive yachts, and more than 100 private jets. Guests at the secretive Google camp, so weird, were accused of hypocrisy after they gathered this week to discuss the environment while leaving a considerable carbon footprint of their own. They're bums. Prince Harry is understood to have given a passionate barefoot speech about saving the planet, although Buckingham Palace has refused to confirm his attendance or whether he too traveled by private jet. This is not something we are commenting on, a spokeswoman told Mail Online. So that basically means, yeah, he did. Some 114 fuel-guzzling planes were scheduled to land in Palermo for the elite gathering, according to Italian media, while others brought their super yachts to a 3-day conference whose guests included Katy Perry and Harry Styles. BBC presenter Andrew Neil was among those to point out the irony, saying, "Scores of celebrities and the rich have arrived in Sicily for a Google conference. They came in 114 private jets and a flotilla of super yachts. The conference is on global warming. The irony is ridiculous." This doesn't look too Illuminati, does it? Give me a break. And we can continue on. Taking aim at the guests, Boston Rob said, "Tree-hugging celebs take jets to extravagant Google camp. Ah, yes, they all talk about climate change once they've all arrived privately in their own jets and yachts." Former U.S. House candidate Elizabeth Hing joined in the criticism, saying, "How ironic. For all this talk about saving the earth, 114 private jets chartered to attend this conference, eliminating carbon footprint, eh?" Another Twitter user said, "Look, in the theory, the Google camp is a good idea, but it's ironic that all the celebs turn up in private jets and super yachts. Then talk about saving the world and decadently extravagant Italian resort." That's where they were at. But they spent some time discussing their own impact on the environment. One commentator described guests at a 3-day event in the Greenerati. Sounds a lot like Illuminati, right? And scorned them for showing climate concern while flying on private planes. Gregory Taylor took aim at rich people most likely flying in on private jets and then lecturing us on climate change. They think they're above us, right? That's what they think. They think that we're below the bottom, we're plebs. Another Twitterer said, "Is there anything more hypocritical than a bunch of rich people flying their private jets across the world to sit on yachts and discuss the future of our planet? It's ridiculous. And oh, Naomi Campbell was among the guests. We all know about her and talking a speech about Nelson Mandela at the secret event. Just type in spirit cooking, Naomi Campbell. Just type in who she surrounds herself with. She's gross, my friends. She's trouble, to say the least. Let's move on to some memes real quick. All right, guys. So we see here from I the Spy. I know some people criticize. Others are saying I the Spy is a LARP. I don't know, but he puts out some pretty cool stuff. So I wanted to share it with you. I the Spy says the hunters become the hunted. Climate change meetings via private jets. Cover, panic sets in. Harvest time, fall black. Stay tuned. Patriots, nature is unpredictable. No spoilers. Devin Nunes tweets out, climate activist celebrities arrive at the, in quote, Google can't buy yachts, helicopters, and private jets. I'm telling you, something's coming up. This was a meeting not to talk about climate change. Come on, let's not be naive. They're there because they're worried. Their friends are being exposed. Epstein has been caught. Keith Raniere has been arrested. This is going to bring a lot of big-time celebrities down. You can bet your bottom dollar on that. Climate activist celebrities arrive at Google can't buy yachts, helicopters, and private jets. This is the quote from Devin Nunes. They know, they have it all, right? The event is hosted by Google co-founders Sergey Brin and Larry Page, who reportedly intend for the camp to be, in quote, a meeting of the minds between technology giants, powerful business owners, and others who are known to be global thought leaders. Many guests rumored to include former President Barack Obama, Leonardo DiCaprio, Katy Perry, Bradley Cooper, Mark Zuckerberg, Prince Harry, and Meghan Markle, and said to be arriving to the multi-day fest and climate discussion via private jets and mega yachts. Others are anticipated to arrive via helicopter from the Italian mainland. If the suspense is killing us metaphorically, I wonder what it is doing to them. They are panicking, my friends. From the Tribunal report, yesterday's story, but officially confirmed, Comey will not be prosecuted on his mishandling and leaking of classified information as the Justice Department decided against pursuing the matter. The Justice Department has decided against prosecuting former FBI Director James Comey for leaking classified information following a referral from the department's Inspector General. So we see here, alternatively, this could mean that James Comey is cooperating in multiple investigations and charging him so early on in the base level crimes will jeopardize the cooperation he has given to the DOJ prosecutors in the ongoing Barr Durham investigations. They're saving him, right? They're using him for information. That's what they're doing. Then we can see here, developing. White House sources say all pedophiles and human trafficking affiliates, of which there are many, are actively being purged from all branches of the U.S. military, taking out the trash in the kill box. Now, you could say, well, you know, where's the proof of this, right? Secret operations, check this out. Army lets slip that it is conducting secret operations around D.C. The Pentagon has revealed a few details about a secret Army mission that has Black Hawk helicopters flying missions over in Washington, D.C., and the area backed by active duty and reserve soldiers. The mysterious classified operation was disclosed when the Army asked Congress for approval to shift funds to provide an extra 1.55 million aircraft for the maintenance, air crews, and travel in support of an emerging classified flight mission. Strange, right? It's part of a $2.5 billion request this month to reprogram funds in the current fiscal year's budget to program considered high priorities. Without additional funding, the Army will not be able to perform this classified mission, the Defense Department said. Don't you find that quite strange that they're talking about doing a roundup of pedophiles and people within the government, and they're doing secret missions that are classified that are, oh, they were slipped, right? Somebody slipped the slip of the tongue, and then we get word of it. This is strategic. This is theatrical. This is what's taking place behind the scenes. It's going to come out eventually that high-level CEOs, people in our government, celebrities will be arrested. They will be. It's only a matter of time. Moving forward. From Amber Athey, I believe that's how it's pronounced, Scoop with at Henry Roger SDC. Elijah Cummings was invited to a tour at the Baltimore HUD facility with Secretary Ben Carson today, but declined the offer. He doesn't want to get out into the public with this media because they're going to tear him apart, right? Jeffrey Epstein was devising a plan. Guys, this is mind-blowing. Jeffrey Epstein was devising a plan to seed the human race with his DNA by impregnating women at his New Mexico ranch. And remember, with my friend Robert Price, he has the capabilities to have helicopters, 4K footage, and drones to go over his New Mexico ranch, and it's 7,500 acres. He says here, his New Mexico ranch, and wanted to have his penis and head frozen after he died. Jeffrey Epstein planned to have 20 women at a time impregnated on a Santa Fe ranch, sources told The Times. The money man claimed to spend $20 million a year on scientific research. He was funding research to identify particles that trigger a feeling that someone is watching you. What? At one Harvard meeting, he slammed efforts to improve healthcare for the poor because it fueled overpopulation. Again, he slammed the efforts for improving healthcare to help the poor because he does not want to have overpopulation. These people despise us. We are nothing to them. We are rodents to them, and we need to eradicate this evil first and foremost. He met with a transhumanist, people who believe technology can help us overcome our natural limitations, to discuss freezing his head and penis. And here's one thing I find very strange, my friends. Every time I see a picture of Jeffrey Epstein, he never smiles showing his teeth. I'm just going to throw that out there. Leave in the comments what you think about that. Epstein is being used as the focal point for revelations of much broader cabal interference and subversion of humanity. They were referring to Nazi eugenics of many types. Remember, Nazi and cabal are the same NWO mafia, all designed to breed a race of subservient slaves. Yep, 100%. And to round off the podcast, authorities raid more than a dozen Northeast Ohio massage parlors in a human trafficking probe. Oh, nothing's happening. This is from yesterday. They're rounding them up, guys. Trust me. Local, state, and federal law enforcement officers have raided more than a dozen massage parlors throughout Northeast Ohio in the connection with a human trafficking investigation. The U.S. Secret Service confirmed to WKYC 13 locations are involved throughout 7 counties the Ohio State Highway Patrol listed. And my friends, that is it for the podcast today. So you think that the elite don't want to just take over this planet and use our energy? Just look at what Epstein was trying to do. He's trying to enslave people and impregnate 20 women so that he can live forever, right? So he can spread his DNA into the human element, right? Into the human consciousness, into the human population, right? Sick people. These people are sick. 17 doesn't say this for no reason at all, right? My friends, if you found this informative and you enjoyed it, please subscribe to my channel. You can follow me on Twitter at True Reporting. We just hit 14,000. I appreciate every one of you supporting me. You can donate to this channel by going to my PayPal or Patreon in the description box below to keep this channel afloat. There's also a P.O. box and True Reporting merch. If you want to take a picture of yourself wearing the merch, I'll retweet it on my Twitter account so it can get you some more followers and it just shows your support. Very cool stuff. Guys, please be loving to one another and kind to one another, and I will speak with you all very soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.